Stair railings. When do you need one? Or give yourself some backup on a stairway before it's too late. This short video is aimed at anybody who is over the age of about 50, even if in perfect health. First, I'm going to be this talking head, me, explaining why I think we all need stair railings. Then, I'll reiterate most of this, but with some live film showing what I am talking about and extending my concerns to the rest of the house. So here we go. You know you needed a stairway handrail right after you find yourself in a bundle at the bottom of the stairway, but then it's too late, right? Okay, that wasn't very funny, was it? But seriously, as we age, balance decline, and falls, even on level ground, become more likely. You may be one of the lucky ones who takes their first fall on soft level ground, surviving with nothing more than a bruised tuchus to make the point that it might be time for stair railings. According to the Census Bureau, about half of the homes in the United States contain stairs, but only 17.3% of homes include handrails along stairways or in other areas of the home. From the National Safety Council, according to the National Safety Council, more than 1 million injuries are caused by stairway falls each year in the USA. I believe that most of these events can be eliminated with properly installed stairway railings. So how about doing it now? Just a couple of anecdotes to make my point. While my wife was recovering in the hospital from knee replacement surgery several years ago, we met a patient in the therapy department who was recovering from extensive surgery after a fall down a flight of stairs. The techs wanted him to practice walking up and down the 3-step stairway that was in there. He totally refused, saying that he would never climb any kind of stairs for the rest of his life. Must have made an impression on him, huh? Years later, a relative of ours fell on the stairs. I think she broke an ankle. All it takes is the slightest misstep and down you go. Just Google "who falls on stairs" to see how prevalent this sort of accident is. I suggest you install at least one handrail for every stairway in your residence, even for those situations with only 2 or 3 steps. Not just one railing, although that will help a lot, but one for each side of the stairway or stairwell is best. I suggest that you get rid of thick carpeting on existing stairways too. Here's why. This is a Google AI quote. While carpet can provide added traction on stairs, making them safer for some people, it can also be considered bad for stairways due to potential safety concerns like reducing the perceived depth of the tread, causing tripping hazards if too thick, and being difficult to clean properly, especially if the carpet is not installed correctly. This can be particularly problematic for young children and elderly individuals. Unquote. How to make yourself safe in later life with stairway railings? Hire it done, the easy way, or do it the DIY way. All components are available at most big box stores and at many local hardware stores. There are dozens of tutorials on the web. Try Googling how to install a stair railing. I have seen DIY kits for less than $100 for simple one-side stairwell installations, so cost shouldn't be a deterrent compared to the alternative of having a fall. Of course, costs can soar to many hundreds of dollars if you want fancy or open stairways that need balusters, etc. Even more, of course, if you want that job hired out. In closing, I hope you get the idea. Stairs can be dangerous, so do all you can right now to protect you, your loved ones, and anyone who visits your home. Now, you get to hear me say a lot of this again, only this time with pictures and video. Thank you for watching so far. I hope you can spend the next 2 or 3 minutes watching the rest. So how do you know when you need stair railings in your stairwell? Well, one way is if you're at the bottom of this stairwell, laying on your head. So how do you know when you should have had handrails on the long stairway like this? Well, one way for sure is when you find yourself laying there at the bottom. Long stairwell. Imagine that with no hand railings, especially if you've got something in your arms, or one arm anyway. Long way down. Boom. A little too late then, isn't it? I think you should have at least one stair railing for every set of steps, even if it's only 2 or 3 stairs. We didn't have any for this railing until my wife had a stroke. I should have put them there. Should have put that railing there right away, shouldn't I? But there's one there now. I put this stair railing up again after my wife had a stroke, and it was a good move. I should have done it 30 years ago. Not the only place that some way to grab and support yourself could be located. Of course, this is a grab rail for a toilet area, but again, as we get older, the way to find out you should have had one is when you find yourself on the floor, or worse. 20 or 30 bucks or less, maybe 15 even, at the big box stores. And of course, there's the shower. This suction cup type, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks. Check it every once in a while to make sure the vacuum is good, but at least it gives a person a chance to keep from falling and hurting themselves. So maybe this is getting old by now, but another bathroom and another toilet grab bar. Again, 15, 20 bucks, something like that. Half an hour to install. Or have somebody do it, but the thing is, you know, we ought to do it.